these be ragged times. This piece here is a ragtime piece. Ragtime music was in its day in the late 19th century and early 20th century. It was called ragtime or ragged time music because of its syncopated rhythms, its ragged syncopated rhythms. Probably the most distinguished rhythm is called the cakewalk rhythm, which sounded, yes, you might recognize that rhythm because we used it in another piece of music. This rhythm was very popular in ragtime pieces, and it continued to be popular in jazz and in rock and roll as well. So if we take a look at measure 1, we'll see that that rhythm is there. The only difference is that this note is tied to this note. So instead of it going bum 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 bum, it goes bum 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 3 4 1 and 2 and 3 4 1 and 2 and 3 4. Let's try measure 1. 2 3 4 3 4 again. 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat. 3. Repeat. And that's good. Okay. So I think you probably have that, and you may want to repeat it if you need more practice on it. The next measure is composed of mostly eighth notes, and it's chromatic. You might remember last lesson we covered a chromatic scale in anticipation, I might add, of this piece. Let's just take a quick reminder here. We did this scale, we went up by half steps. And when we did, we saw lots of sharps. Going down, saw lots of flats. Let's practice the second half of the scale because it is part of this piece actually. So starting right here on the note G, slowly going down the scale. 2, 3, 4, G, G flat, F. Now put all 4 fingers down on the second string. Now open B, 3 fingers down. Yes, I remind you that in doing the scale, you can prepare on the way down all the fingers on each of the strings. So right here, putting the 3 fingers down, or if you want to use 3, 2, 1, that's fine here. And when you go to the second string, put 4 fingers down, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you go to the third string, you would put these 3 fingers down. Let's do it a few times, and we get faster each time. Okay, but we'll start slow. 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers down. Open. Let's try that again. You get a little slower, in fact. 2, 3, 4. A little faster. Little faster. And again. A little faster. Time. Okay, you won't have to go quite that fast, but there's one more characteristic of this song that I should mention. Being that it's ragtime music and precursor to jazz, one of the features about this piece will be that straight eighth notes won't be played as straight eighth notes. It's going to swing. So instead of hearing this as bop 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 bop, it's going to go bop 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 bop. Okay. So here on this rest, we'll hold this rest a little bit longer. We'll make this note a little shorter. It'll go rest ba dum da dum da dum. Rest da dum da dum da dum. We'll start on G, but it's going to be on the upbeat this time. Ready? Right there. Same scale that we were doing, but it doesn't go all the way down to G. It stops on D. Here we go. Just measure 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Good. Let's do that again. And when you go to E flat, try to put down the 4th and 3rd finger. 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, rest. Again, rest. Again, rest. Again. A little faster. Again. Perfect. Okay. Next measure, well, it's really 2 open strings and the note C. It's like a C chord. So this one's not too tricky except for the rhythm. And then the 4th bar is a scale. It's a scale like a G scale, but it's not a G scale because it doesn't have the F sharp. It's part of a C scale. So we will try this as well. And again, we swing that rhythm, so it'll go. So it'll kind of swing as we go up. Okay, let's try that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Do it again. 3, 4. Rest. Nice. Okay. Maybe you'd like to play the chords while I play the melody first time. And these are the chords we've been learning. C, A7, D7, and G7. Same chords as we heard in Hello My Baby. Good. And this word, tacit, means no chord. So right at this spot here, there would be no chords. This is kind of the solo for the melody. Let's do it one more time. We're running through those chords pretty quickly. Maybe we take the tempo just slightly slower now that you got a little bit of an idea what it sounds like. Do the chords with me, and I'll play the melody. And then we'll try you do the melody, and I do the chords. 2, 3, 4. That goes to the next section. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Again, slower this time. I'll do the chords, you do the melody. So about 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now we have a scale. Just like the beginning. Rest. Good. And the next section is actually easier in terms of the melody and everything. But the main thing to practice over the next couple days, the rhythm and this chromatic scale. I think this scale you've done enough that you should find that probably pretty simple. But the syncopated rhythm here swinging this rhythm here and doing the chromatic line, that will be probably the most challenging. Okay, one time through the entire piece so that you can hear what's coming up, and be brave. See if you can kind of sight read the next section when we get there. I'll try to slow it down here to make the page turn. Okay, here we go. From the beginning. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. G scale. Next section with the E7, 3, 4. Chromatic. And now we're right back to the very beginning of the piece. You ready? 2, 3. And there we go to a coda, which is at the very bottom of the page. Excellent. Okay, so you got to start on this piece. Use this YouTube lesson to practice. And good luck. That's just a lot of fun. Okay.